So good morning again, everyone. 12th class, Accountancy, Chapter 8, Accounting for Share Capital. Topic, shares issued for consideration other than cash. Yesterday we did purchase of assets and today we'll do purchase of the complete business. As I told you yesterday also, that purchase of complete business means one company or one business is purchasing the other business. Purchase of business means we are purchasing the complete business, running business, assets along with the liabilities. So try to understand the journal entry. Second entry will remain same, only the first entry will change. Yesterday I told you two entries for the purchase of assets. Just do a recap because both the entries are very much related with this concept. Okay. So first entry we did for the purchase of asset. In yesterday's class, we purchased only the assets like land, building, plant machinery, furniture, etc. So whenever we will be purchasing assets, then the asset will be debited and vendor will be credited. Vendor is the seller. And if the name of the assets are given, then we have to write that name, individual names like land, building, plant, furniture. If no name is given, then we need to write sundry assets account debit to vendors. Okay, sundry assets account debit to vendors. And the second entry which I told you for the making the settlement of the vendors. Okay, making settlement of vendors. So shares will be issued to the vendors instead of making him payment in cash. So the first entry will be vendor account debit to share capital account when the shares are issued at par. But already we have studied there are two conditions for issue of shares, issued at par and issued at premium. So when the shares will be issued at par, the entry will be vendor's account debit to share capital. Okay. And when the shares are issued at premium, then the entry will be vendor's account debit to share capital to securities premium reserve account. Two accounts will be credited, one for the share capital. So this the basic entry will remain same. It is the basic entry, vendor account debit to share capital, and SPR will be added if in question SPR is given to SPR. SPR is an internal liability, so it will be credited. And how we have to find out the number of shares? So this formula will be used. Yesterday we discussed purchase consideration means the amount which we have given to purchase the asset. So that amount is known as purchase consideration. Then the issue price of a share. Issue price is equal to face value plus SPR, if any. Face value plus SPR. Suppose the face value is 10 and the SPR is 20%. So 20% of 10 will be 2. So the issue price will be 12, 10 plus 2. Okay, so these entries we have already discussed. So the next is the purchase of business. So when we are going to purchase the business, then the asset account will be debited as in the previous entry and the vendor account will be credited. This portion is same, asset to vendor. But now along with assets, we are purchasing the liabilities too. Purchase of business means complete running business we are purchasing. So in that running business, there will be assets as well as liabilities. So we are completely taking over the business. Okay. So all the assets will definitely increase our assets. So it will be debited. All the liabilities will be definitely increasing our liabilities. So it will be credited. So increase in asset debited, increase in liability credited to vendor because we have to make payment to vendor. Till now no settlement is there, so vendor will be credited. Now these two extra accounts are there, goodwill and capital reserve. These are two extra. But remember that these out of these two, there will be only one account, either goodwill or capital reserve. Goodwill means suppose your business value is 5 lakh. Business value, it means we are ready to purchase your business in 5 lakh. But the assets are of rupees 4 lakh. And the liabilities are of rupees 1 lakh. So liabilities will be written here 1 lakh and the price which we are agreed upon is 5 lakh. So 1 lakh plus 5 lakh, 6 lakh and assets we are purchasing for 4 lakh. So the extra amount, whatever we are paying, that will be known as goodwill. Why we are making payment an extra amount, जबकि उसके business की value, if liabilities are 1 lakh and asset are of 4 lakh, तो जो भी business की value आ रही है वो आपकी 3 lakh होनी चाहिए. But we are making him payment of rupees 5 lakh. 2 lakh extra we are paying him. So why 2 lakh extra we are making him payment for goodwill? Because that particular person may be running the business for a couple of years and he must be having an image or reputation in the market, and goodwill profits depend on that image. If the business is having a good image, good reputation, goodwill, then it means you will be having more chances of future profits. You will be having expected profits more in the future years. So for that expected profits, you are going to debit the goodwill account. Okay. Or if the logic is not clear, then use the trick. This is the logic behind here. We are debiting the goodwill account. Extra payment we are making him. So for what we are giving him extra? Because his business is having a good image, and goodwill is an intangible asset. Okay. So for that intangible asset, good image means he is having a good goodwill. So for that goodwill, we are making him extra payment. Okay. But one trick is also there. First of all, you have to write the 3 accounts, because whenever the business will be purchased, 3 accounts will be clearly given in the question. Which 3 accounts? Assets, land, building, plant, machinery, all the assets will be debited. Then liabilities, creditors, BP, outstanding, bank loan, overdraft. So all the liabilities will be credited. Then the purchase consideration. Purchase consideration means the agreed price at which we have purchased the business. So for that agreed price, vendor account will be credited. Okay. So if credit side is more and debit side is less, okay, then in goodwill will be there. It means we are making more payment as compared to the asset value. So for what we are making that more payment is the value of goodwill. So goodwill will be the balancing figure to balance both the sides. Suppose the credit side is 5 lakh, 1 lakh sundry liabilities, and vendors 5 lakh, 5 plus 1 6 lakh, and assets we have purchased for 4 lakh. So the goodwill will be 2 lakh. This is the one case. So when credit side will be more and debit side will be less, then the balancing figure will be goodwill. Let's come to the another case. Another case is of capital reserve. Suppose one person is running a business and he is not able to run that business. He is having losses for the past 3-4 years, and now he is not able to continue with that business. So he may take the decision to sell off the business, but no one in the market will be ready to pay to buy that business, because that business is already going in losses. But if he is offering to sell that business even at the lesser price, market price of the business, then it means he is ready to sell the business then the lower price, then actually the business price is there. So that lower price will be the profit for the buyer. That will be a loss for the seller, but we are passing the entry in the books of buyer. So for buyer, that will be a profit. So that profit is of irregular nature. And in 11th class, already we have understood that the profits of irregular nature will be transferred to capital reserve. They are the capital profits. So one new account will be opened. That account will be known as capital reserve, and whatever the profits we are getting, that will be transferred to this account, capital reserve account. So how we will be able to know this amount? Suppose the sundry assets are of rupees 6 lakh and the sundry liabilities are of rupees 1 lakh, and the two vendors we are making payment of 4 lakh. So the capital reserve is 1 lakh. It means the actual value of that business is 5 lakh, but we are making payment of rupees 4 lakh. 4 lakh, sorry, the actual value, because the assets are 5 lakh, liabilities are 1 lakh. Okay. So the actual value is 4 lakh, but we are making in payment only 3 lakh. So the balance of rupees 1 lakh is a capital gain, not the revenue gain, capital gain to the buyer. So that capital gain will be transferred to one specific account. That account is meant only for transferring the capital gains. That account is known as capital reserve. It's a part of reserve and surplus. Okay. So this account will be transferred to capital reserve account. So either there will be goodwill or there will be capital reserve. If the balance comes in debit side, then goodwill will be there. If the balance comes in credit side, then the concept of capital reserve will be there. Both cannot be there simultaneously. Only one will be there, either goodwill or capital reserve. Goodwill, if there is goodwill, it means we have given the more price than the actual price of the business. So why we have paid that more price? Just because of the good image of the business, reputation of the business. We are ready to pay even more to buy that particular business. And if the balancing figure is coming capital reserve, it means we have paid less than the actual price of the business. Why we have paid less? Because that business was not earning good amount of profit. No one was interested in buying that business. You have purchased that business comparatively at a lower cost. So that difference will be known as capital reserve. And the next entry will be the same, issue of shares. This entry, if assets are purchased, then the first entry will be passed. If the complete business is purchased, then the second entry will be passed, this entry. In this entry, always 4 accounts will be there, either goodwill or capital reserve. Rest 3 are compulsory: asset, liabilities, vendor. These 3 are compulsory, and goodwill and capital reserve are optional. They may not be there, or any one of will be there, either goodwill or capital reserve. And the second next part, the issue of shares or the settlement, will be the same entries: vendor to share capital. If the shares are issued at face value, then the vendor account debit to share capital to SPR if the shares are issued at premium. Okay, now let's start with the question for the better understanding. Then next 2 topics also we will be doing today, 2 more topics. Okay, so you can start with this question. This is the question. So Thira, I am going to unmute you. You will read the question. Okay, beta. Yes, Thira. Start reading.
Rajan Ltd purchased a running business from Vikas Ltd
It's
for
not
a sum
LTD, read it limited.
limited for a sum of 2,50,000 payable as 2,20,000 in fully paid equity shares of rupees 10 each and balanced by a bank draft.
Yes.
The assets and liabilities consisted of the following: plant and machinery 90,000, building 90,000, sundry debtors 30,000, stock 50,000, cash 20,000, sundry creditors 20,000.
Yes, very good.
Generalize the above transactions.
Yes, there will be 2 entries. Start doing, just do the first entry first. I am waiting for your answer. Just pass the first entry beta, and I'll be unmuting any one of you to know the answer for the first entry. Yes. Have you done first entry? If credit side is more, then you have to transfer the difference in goodwill. If debit side is more, then you have to transfer the difference in capital reserve account. Okay. Are you ready with first entry, students? Okay.